Hello, everybody. I'm back. Are you happy? Did you miss me? I wasn't gone very long. Just one show. That's all. Stick with it. Persevere. Keep on trudging on. And it looks like we are on the air. Let me close that down. Is it on the air? No, it's not on the air. We are on the interwebs, as Richard Rawlings used to say from Gas Monkey Garage. He liked to get on the interwebs. So give him credit for that. I don't know where he heard it. He probably didn't make it up himself. So, right. So if you happen to be in the chat, speak up because I turned off the YouTube, and that means I'm on this. What is this? OBS chat. So he's got to bring it up from the bottom. If you want to put periods in there and make it bounce up, that's great. Robert may or may not be here to accomplish that task for me. So, if you're just tuning in, welcome to the live show. If you're watching it on YouTube later, welcome to the live show recording. There's Robert. There's my period man. Keep everything up to top, Robert. Don't let that chat fall down. So, like I said, if you're watching it on YouTube, you missed it live, that's fine. Tune in Thursday night at 9. Mondays and Thursdays. So, Thursdays, I think I'm going to try to jump back on to the Survivor recap. Missed last Thursday, was out of town. I know. Cry me a river. But I just had to do something. Like, subscribe, tell your friends, hit the notification bell, tell your, loved ones, tell your neighbors, tell your kids, tell your pets. If you got a chimpanzee, he might like to watch this. This might be right up his alley. So, tonight, I was going to talk about doodles. Now, unbeknownst to me, there's a program out there called Doodle. It's about scheduling. I don't know why, but anyway, doodling to me is, like I said, and maybe I don't know where I posted it. Might have been on this link, might have been on the YouTube one, but doodling to me is drawing little something nothing sketches that are crap, but you pass it off as just, they're just doodles, right? Like you could do better, I'm just doodling. Just doodling. So, when really, this is the best I can do, But don't make fun. It's fun. According to this, now I looked it up, favorite place, Wikipedia. Wikipedia says a doodle is a drawing made while a person's attention is otherwise occupied, which makes sense because a lot of my doodles, I've took pictures of them, were on the margins of notebook paper that I was sitting in class or sitting in a lecture or trying to learn something and couldn't do it. So I'm just fidgeting, doodling, okay? So that part of it's probably true, I do a lot of it while I'm sitting on the phone, listening to the Captain and Tennille elevator music while you're trying to talk to somebody about insurance or, I don't know, man, car stuff, registration stuff, or trying to get a credit card bill reversed. I don't know. Just, what I'm talking about. So, doodles are simple drawings that can have concrete representational meaning or may just be composed of random and abstract lines or shapes, generally without ever lifting the drawing device from the paper. That's not true. To me, that would just be, that'd be crazy. Doodling and scribbling are most often associated with a young child and toddlers. Here we go. Yes. Because of their lack of eye-hand coordination and lower mental development, often make it very difficult for any young child to keep the coloring attempts within the lines of art or of the subject. Let me skip all that because that's hitting a little close to home. I did find this interesting. Not where the word doodle come from. All right. The effects on memory. According to a study published in Scientific Journal, doesn't say when. Could have been in 1852. Could have been 1952. Could have been 2052. We don't know. Applied cognitive psychology. Doodling can aid a person's memory by expending just enough energy to keep one from daydreaming, which demands a lot of the brain's processing power, as well as from not paying attention. Thus, it acts as a mediator between the spectrum of thinking too much or thinking too little and helps focus on the current situation. Doodling has a positive effect on human comprehension as well. Creating visual depictions of information allows for a deeper understanding of material being learned. I'm a brainiac and I didn't really even know it. So let me show you this one. And I don't know what the number is at the top. I think the number at the top is probably a cheat code to a game or something like that that I was probably involved with when I was doing this. But anyway, let's see if you can see this critter. I usually do all my doodling in pencil because I like the, well, hold on, come here, dude. There you are. Check him out. Can't get him to hold still. There he is. All right. So, usually done with pencil because I just like to fudge the lines and, you know, just mix everything together a little bit. Uh-oh. Now my camera's all messed up. Focus, man. Focus. Focus. Pull it back. All right. So, and I don't know if y'all saw it when we were making a song with Landon Camper there, the great songwriter. Everybody got together. The boy bands got together. Anyway, I was making little doodles while we were writing songs. See, there's the armadillo and the train number 9 down there. But this was the original song, and Landon Camper, later changed it. And I don't think there was a engine number 9 running over the poor little armadillo there on the tracks. So, but doodles, let me show you what I think this representation of a doodle is, where it talked about just random lines thrown together. Let me put this up here. I'm going to block me out here for a minute. Put this up. All right. So can you see that down at the bottom? I took pictures of this stuff. I wish there was a way to scroll that up, but there's not. But see all these little lines, how they're just kind of interwoven with each other? That, I think, is what they really talk about doodling. Okay, so you see this? This looks like a Z right here. And then I just fill in the lines around it. It makes this big old thing. And then I follow those contours and making, look at it, three lines here, 3 lines there. Sometimes there's 4. So I think that's what they consider doodling. Now, when I was really doodling, I would fill up a page with that kind of stuff. I mean, just because to me that's what I guess doodling is. And then you start thinking, well, I mean, you come up with something more specific you want to try to draw. And sometimes you just start with a line or a shape. And that's how this doodle thing here gets started. You just make a mark on the paper. Probably started out with that Z, just monkeying around. And then you start growing it and, all kind of things happen. But let's see. This is kind of like why I like pencils. because you can shade. I can't shade very well, but I can try to, right? So I can try to shade, and it gives me the idea that I'm a real artiste, right? So, live chat. Okay. Robert says hello, period. That was just pretty smartphone, right? More than a doodle. Borderline talent. Yeah, south of the borderline, I'm a talent. Yeah. I had it on participants. I'm sorry I didn't see your chats until just now. But I like your period use. Keeping it up there, man. You're keeping it up there. Keeping it all active. So this is why, let me see if I can, let me shrink me down. I know. That's me. There I am. I'm working on it, peoples. Let me hide my telephone number. I don't have my telephone on tonight, the Google thing. So guess what? Just don't call it. That's all I can tell you, people. Just don't call it. Okay. So this is why I like pencil. Okay. So see let's see if I can get this. How did I get this full screen before? Full screen, baby. Zoom, full screen. Bam. Where'd it go? There it is. All right. So full screen, you get the full effect. So see my attempt at shading. This is why I like pencils, because you can lay them on their side. You know what I mean? You lay them on their side. You can get kind of that shading effect. Why I'm not getting any bigger? Maybe because I'm messing with the wrong daggone thing. There I am. I'm a little bigger there. All right. So here's my problem. Hey, there's Clell. So let's see what's the next one. That's what I talk about. They really do the doodle. See, you just kind of draw a line inside a line. You go back in front of. Okay, there's not one before that. Now this one, I'm sorry, turned out blurry. I don't know. It might look okay from where you're sitting. Robert's probably on his phone squinting it. He's probably got nose prints on it because he's trying to look at it up close. I'll draw you this guy here. This is something I draw all the time. I learned how to draw the man in the toilet, like Ziggy in the toilet. And this is supposed to be 3 hills and it's raining. You see, like the pencils, man, I just like to shade. You can hide a lot of imperfections when you just start using the side of the pencil, right? So, yeah, start shading. You can hide a lot of stuff. Let's see if we can get this next one. All right, witchy woman. Kind of see side of the pencil. Got the hat. Look and see how I hide it. Yeah. Here's another one. I must have been a rainy, dreary class because I'm thinking, man, storm clouds are a brewing. It's just drizzling. My mind's drizzling. But look at the use of shadows. The light rain's falling. The clouds are brooding underneath. Right? Artiste right here. Artiste. All right. I bet you nobody recognizes this. But I often thought if I ever had a tattoo, which I don't have currently, it would be something like this top one. Can you see that one? I don't know. What can we do with that? Can we make that smaller? Oh, look at that. I've been hiding stuff off the top of the page and you all didn't even notice it. All right, let's try that. Okay, that's a little better. I can make myself even bigger now. What? That ain't me. Where am I? Getting all messed up on these lines, man. Now we're talking. Boop, bigger. So I think if I ever had a tattoo, it might be something like this: a coat of arms. I like the 3D look and some color in it. This sword, this depiction of a sword or dagger, whatever you want to call it, what was that girl's name? I used to know it. I used to know this girl's name. She was a character in the movie Heavy Metal, right? And let me see. Let me do something real quick. I'll put that out of the way for a minute so I can get over here. Well, hold on. Let me get that. How do I get that back? Get that back. Let me get her up here. Heavy Metal movie hero. All right. Tarna is her name. Okay. Tarna was. she was. She was this girl here. And if you've ever saw the movie Heavy Metal, you would recognize her. Okay? So she's the heroine of the story. She saves the world. And this is the outfit that she wears when she saves the world. Okay? But she didn't always look like this. Now, this is a depiction right here. This is not the actual movie. I don't know where this character is from. But see the picture? This is her mark. She was born and bred. She didn't know it. Born and bred warrior, warriors, Amazon. I don't know what you would call her. But she was born for this mission. And this was the mark of her people. And I always thought that was so cool that if I ever had a tattoo, that it would be something like that in a shield. Now, I didn't draw it exactly like what they have it in there, because to be honest with you, I couldn't remember exactly how they had it at the time. But I got it pretty close, you got to admit, right? I got it pretty close. I wish they showed. So this is like I said, this is the cartoon, or it wasn't really a cartoon, the animated movie. I don't know, this depiction here is pretty good, of course. Wish they showed it. Oh yeah, I've got the soundtrack. Oh man, it's on an album. Yeah. So she doesn't look. See this picture here? This is her riding her bird. You got to see it, man. You just got to see it. Let's see if any of these pictures shows the. It doesn't show the tattoo on the. This is her coming of age, I guess you would say, in the movie. That's her outfit. Nice little outfit. There's her real sword. This was another girl. She was kind of a ditzy girl in it. Oh, these are the bad dudes here, man. Yeah. I can't remember the name of the evil presence. Carnog or something. I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen the movie. I think I actually have it. Uh, I actually have it on videotape. And it takes you through, I don't know, several chapters of this story, I guess you'd call them. I'm trying to find the actual, let's just go, what else her name? Tarna. Tattoo. There it is. Alright. So this is the actual part in the movie where you see that she is marked as the female warrior class. So, I don't know if you can see that better or not. Watch Pinterest, it's going to blow my brains out right here going, you're not a member? What are you doing? Yeah, see, I don't like Pinterest. Yeah, see, you want me to go on, be cool. Yeah, so the movie's an adult movie, so it has animated nudity. But don't let that fool you. So anyway, that's what that was about on that piece of paper. So go here. I don't know if I got any more of the little doodles that I had drawn. So there we go. Where are we? There we go. Look, there's more doodles. So like I said, that's why I like a pencil, man. You can shade it. This is a tree. It started out, I don't know. And I just keep going and going and going and going. There's my attempt at being like a shadow, right? Yeah. Now this, if you can see it, started out. This is supposed to be a rock, like a cliff, like on the side of a mountain. And I draw these little bonsai trees. Why? Because they don't have to be, certain anything. You don't have to worry about making leaves on them. A lot of bonsai trees, just have a few branches with a couple of little leaves sticking out here and there. So, but that's what that was supposed to be, a lone bonsai tree. See, I'm in class, buddy. I'm in a down mood. You don't see any clowns or happy faces here, dude. This is all heavy stuff. But see, with the pencil, you've only got, light gray, dark gray, black, and I don't have any talent to make the, pretty girl faces or anything like that. It's, I kind of see this part down in here. It's just, when I was looking at this before on the screen, this kind of looks like the jaw line of a face, right? I just noticed that here. Yeah. But I had so many. Oh, there's my advertisement for the doodle tonight. So if you paid attention, there's the sun, maybe either coming up or going down. Here's a little tree. See my trees? I'm always kind of evergreens or dead. Evergreens or dead. No branches, no leaves, man. So now this is either a cow or a horse. And I was thinking it was going to be a horse, but it looks more like a poor old cow taking a poor old poop right here. So here's the dude's campfire, and here's the dude. Now, I tried to make him look like he had chaps on, but it looks like he's wearing assless chaps. Maybe he is. I don't know. He's a lone cowboy. Got his hat. He's got his back to us though. Okay. He's looking at the mountains nice. And then here's the dead tree with the vulture or the crow. Well, I tell you, I got the sun's about as chipper as I get when I'm doodling. So I wished I had some more of my doodles, but I ripped them up, thrown them away. Oh, there's a big version of it. You can even see better. Yeah. So here's I don't think there's any more. I'd hate to go back further. But I'm pretty sure there's no more doodles. No more doodles. Let's do this. Get me back up there. So I bought this dry erase board so I could doodle and put stuff up on the screen. See, in my post I said, my idea of doodling is just crappy sketches that I pretend like, man, that's just a doodle. I wasn't really trying. I wasn't really trying, man. Don't make fun. But see here. Here we go. All right. Done. See, but now this is almost like a pencil, except you can't shade with this thing. Okay? So let me show you how I learned to draw Ziggy. Oh, I'll show you something else. I don't know where I learned these things from. Okay? Can you see it? Don't know what it is, do you? Me neither. Lord have mercy, I don't know what it is. But here's what it's going to be. We're going to do something right here. What? What in the world? What in the world is that? What in the world? What is that? It's a kitty cat. It's a kitty cat. That's a mighty nasty kitty cat. Mighty nasty kitty cat. Alright, let's get back to this one dude. Nope, I gotta show you something else. Alright. We'll do another one of these. Yeah, I know. I cracked myself up too. Hold on. Oh, it's getting better. It's getting better. Working hard on it, buddy. I'm working hard on it. It's a bunny on a fence. Yes, it is. It's a bunny on a fence. I don't know if bunnies have big whiskers like that, but my bunny does. My bunny has a bonnet too. Alright, let me get back to what you all was waiting on. How to draw Ziggy in a toilet. I know. Well, first off, you might start out too big, but this is where you start. Well, this is going to be too big. I'm going to have to shrink him down. My turlet's not going to fit. So, alright, you start out with Ziggy. Okay. Then you give him, those are supposed to be fingers. Don't look too close. That's supposed to be the top of a toilet bowl. Now this part of it I never understood, but this is the way I learned to draw it. That's the bottom of the toilet bowl. Get it? Oh, it's taking shape now. Check him out. All right, people. Now here, what do they call that? What do they call this? The coup de grace. Oh, wait a minute. I'm probably not going to have enough room. Maybe. Maybe. There it is. Check it out. The toilet paper roll and the wilting flowers on top of the commode lid. That makes it, whoop, whoop, whoop. That centers it. That makes it all worthwhile right there. See? And if you want to, just so he's not bald, you can give him some little top knot whiskers. All right? So, that's how you draw Ziggy in a toilet. If anybody ever wondered, you can go home, practice. Okay? Go home, practice Ziggy in a toilet. So that's doodling. And believe it or not, I took art class and had an art teacher in junior high, and that's what she did. She would come around as just an exercise, and she would just make a little thing on your paper, and then she'd say, make something out of that. Anything you wanted to make out of that, you know? So, and that was part of art class. So, what do you see when I look at that? Does anybody have an idea what you might make out of that? Anybody? Comment over here. There's no comments below. They're over here. This way, somehow. That way. Right here. You can comment right there. What would you do with that? Garfield's a good choice for doodling. Yeah. Big old round ball shapes. Yep. Man, I see this in my mind, and the problem that I have is this doesn't really talk really well with this. So Robert wants to draw Zorro. Make a Z out of it. I can see that, because that's kind of what it looks like. It does. It looks like a Z. Let's see what I can make out of it. This is not turning out already, I can tell. This is not turning out the way I wanted it to. But you'll get the idea. I'm done with it. There it is. He's a snake. Getting ready to get the little mouse. Oh no. Yep. No light cartoons here, buddy. Death, mayhem. All right. So that's my doodling class. Just doodle, man. Make a bird person. I kind of like this guy here. I don't know what it started out as, but you know, look at that. Make a bird person. Make something. I tried to learn, and I don't know, I never could figure this out. I worked a whole class, more than a whole class, on trying to get my robes down so that, you know, you could draw, you could just maybe scary things, you know, scary things, and but I never could get my robes looking the way I wanted them to. The folds. See, I mean, it's easy to do this, right? But that doesn't give you depth. You need these. You need to be. I need to be able to do folds. That's all about shadowing. Somehow, you got to learn. You know what makes shadows. What makes those things work. See, when I do it, it just makes it look. It just makes it look like they splash stuff on them. That's where the trick is. To me, drawing something and drawing it as a doodle and drawing it like as a sketch is shadows. Shadowing. It gives everything depth, you know. So, you know, it's easy to draw something flat and two-dimensional, but when you try to make it look like a trunk, and I think that's why I drew trees a lot and rocks a lot, because there's always, you know, you need to know light and how shadows go down through there. But anyway, I appreciate everybody coming by, you two. Y'all just really don't have anything else to do, I know. But to learn about doodling. So, tell your friends, share it out, share the links. You know, like, subscribe. You're watching it later. I've got 76 subscribers. That's good. That's constant. Wish I had 76 watchers. I get them people woke up, come in here, you know, 2 by 2 if you have to. I mean, I don't know. Singles, 2 by 2s, you know. Passel of them would be good. Get a passel of them on here. Get that down there. Get that out. Get that out. All right. Well, I appreciate you. And Thursday night, like I said, Thursday at 9, I think we're going back to Survivor recap. I don't remember what happened now. It was kind of it wasn't super crazy. It just wasn't a super crazy show. That Carolyn girl's driving me crazy. She's just so animated that, I mean, you know, she'll probably win the whole thing. But who knows? So anyway, say bye-bye. Wave at the nice people. Wave at the 2 nice people. 2 nice people. Oh, don't do that. All right.